Our organisation is based in Castleford, and we're a charity that are a food bank, a soup kitchen. We also have our full-time support coordinator, Mark, available for the community. We also run a clothing bank and also host drop-ins from other agencies as well.
Originally, we started off as a night shelter. We had some volunteers that used to work volunteer at the Salvation Army Soup Kitchen, and they was quite alarmed at the amount of homeless people there was actually in Castleford at the time. So we started off as a night shelter, and we just developed on from there. We found that there were more need to actually give people somewhere where they can have an hot meal and talk and actually get help from the problems, rather than just keep dealing with the tip of the iceberg, to try and help them to get housed, to help them with the benefit forms. So that's where we started as a night shelter, and now we just about cover everything from homelessness to mental health.
What I've learned is that you can't treat this as a job for the volunteer, that you do really have to make sure that it's something that the volunteer is comfortable with, and that you're there to support them, making sure that they're happy with the role that they've got as a volunteer, and also making sure that they do enjoy coming as well. Obviously it's not always easy, but I think that's some of the main things to consider as people are giving up their time for free as well, to always keep that in the forefront of your mind, that somebody's doing this because they want to.
I look after well-being of the guests, but also the volunteers. So the volunteers can come and talk to me exactly the same as a guest would, and we can help them. And because sometimes if you get a question without an answer, it can be a really big black hole. But once you've got the answer, it's a little dent. So that's what we try to do, and a lot of volunteers these days that do it because they need to get something back themselves, and it's about making sure that the well-being wise that they're getting what they require. Don't judge them. Yeah. People have stigmas, people see things and make their own decision. Somebody who's got mental health problems are always said, oh, they're violent, they're boisterous, but that is actually 99% of the time they're not. It's the stigmas that go behind it. So the best way to reach people is to actually don't judge them, just talk to them as you would anybody else.
Yeah, show them the same dignity and respect, and don't dehumanise people, because we all make mistakes, and people are still human and they need to be treated as such, don't they? So. Well, we had a lot of help with the creation of our website from a marketing company in Leeds called Savvy. So they kindly helped us a lot with the creation of the whole website, really, with our guidance. I think it's been good that it's simple.
Yeah, I think
it is very simple. And maybe you could look at it and say it's a little bit, I don't know, too simple, but we wanted to make sure that it was accessible to our service users, to our guests, as well as, potential volunteers and, funding and other things. We wanted to make sure people who are actually in need could go on there and look, and that it wouldn't be overcomplicated, so they could just find out the information of when we're open and what we're doing. So I think that's our tip for our type of organisation.
Guests that come here, and we do call them guests because they're not welcome. Yeah. But there's quite a lot of them whose reading and writing isn't the best quality. In fact, we have quite a few that can't read, and some that can't write as well. It has to be simple.
I've only been here a year, but in that time I know we've reaped the benefits of funding. There's been training, the volunteer managers meetings that we have, those are useful as well, that are hosted by Nova. They've made a great effort with Volunteer Week as well, which we were a part of. I think in general they're always looking for ways to offer more support. I don't know, there's anything else to do over the years,
Well,
maybe.
Nova themselves have developed, they've changed. I mean, when we first started using Nova, it was one of our trustees that did all the correspondence, and I think initially we got 5 volunteers really straight off from Nova. And then as time's gone on, it's more the training, the information, the what's happening. It's the information is knowledge in this business. So Nova seems to send us a collective of information, so beneficial to us with information of what's happening, what way can go, what's again in the area. I think they've developed, Nova itself developed that much that now it covers a lot bigger spectrum of things, which is a lot beneficial to organisations like ourselves.